Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Today is an amazing day for me because I just discovered that we have Ender utilities in this mod pack. I was looking for a drawbridge, but yeah, I have made myself a handy bag large and look. It's just amazing. No more inventory problems. I have also cooked a ton of food so that we would be able to get extra hearts. Also some poisonous food apparently. 4 more hearts. You can't see it now. So we're back to purple hearts again. It's the second time and I have no idea how many hearts I have. But what is the plan for today? Good question. We're going to follow with the quest line, as usual. So we are going to make every single quest count, but we're not going to assemble every single machine. Because some of the resource miners that we are going to get are not very useful and it's going to be a pain to automate them. And the main reason that I'm here is that we need oxygen in order to progress. So my main problem is I'm using black hole tanks and they have a massive capacity. We need to change them because I do need to have oxygen for other stuff. I never have enough oxygen. I don't think it's going to damage anything. Yeah, all the filters should remain the same. Yeah, I would say this is a more decent storage. And now we're also gaining a backlog of oxygen, which is great. We're also left with almost 121,000 buckets of sulfuric acid and 400,000 buckets of hydrofluoric acid. It's nice for decoration purposes. The reason that I needed oxygen was that we need a fluid infuser and we need to infuse a few fuels. Where do we hide it? I guess down there? Why not? For our next quest, we are going to need 4 nether sky amber. Well, we need to do the recipe once and it will give us 4. In addition to some of the statues that we are going to need, we are also going to need depleted LEU 235 oxide fuel. So here is a pattern for LEU 235 and here is the oxide version. Let's convert it into oxide and go put it inside the reactor. Yes, I did install a trash can, don't you worry. So again, this takes around 4 minutes. Let's go gather the statues. The Coral statue we have and we can craft more. Ancient entity statue, I think we just have the one. It's incredibly easy to dupe, but let's get 3 more. I forgot how to summon him. Right click? Yep. Do you notice I get withered? I'm actually shooting myself. Let's get 2 of them. You can't hit them with a sword. I just noticed. There's no way you can hit him with a sword. The next statue that we need is from someone called Smash. We have never fought him, so I have no idea what he does. There is a troll idol and we have to throw it on the ground. I dropped 2. Let's pick one up. I'm going to get bashed. Sure. Don't move. Lovely. Well, he's not that difficult. Let's fight 2 of them. I have summoned the boss again. We have the 2 statues that we needed. For some reason, the final idol that I dropped on the ground didn't work. But he does drop a jaw and I was looking on its uses. And well, it does give you a flower that I really want. It removes flux. And as far as I understood everything, it doesn't really have a downside. So you just place it down and it removes every single flux. Very slowly. I guess that's the downside. But if you look more, there is a sword. Big as Yitis. Oh. No, that's a joke. It's a joke from Monty Python, but it does have knockback 49. I want that. It's cheap. It's just that I can never find my reactor. It's over there. The fuel is done. Perfect. So that means here is our nether sky amber. I can't take it out. These things that have to be unlocked, unfortunately, you have to make them in a crafting table. Don't really know why, but there you go. Let's go get the stupid sword. I don't really understand why this sword is extremely cheap, but I'm not gonna complain. Sharpness, we don't really care. Unbreaking, we don't care. You, I care. We put it on my sword, and we shall test it. Oops. He hit a wall. We test it on the cow. Where did he go? Can't really complain. This is actually fun. Again, please remember, we're making these things so that the quest is going to count, but I'm not gonna assemble the resource miners, because all of them require some sort of a fluid and it's a pain to get them. And besides, none of them are producing anything that I really want at this very moment. Anyways, our next one is the crimson quartz. So we are missing 1 statue of the Endergenic wither, and now I know why we are missing it, because I converted all of them into a golden one. But we do have the scorcher, we do have the watcher, all of them can be duplicated, I'm just lazy. We just need 1 King Bam Bam and 1 Wither. Can't hit the Wither with knockback. Kind of need him where he falls. Yep. We have the statue. Let's get the King Bam Bam. The final item on the list is a Wyvern core from Draconic Evolution. For that we need some cold iron. The thing is, there is a cold iron chicken, which we can get the egg and get tons of cold iron. But for now, I just need a few pieces, so we're doing it like this. Later on, I will get the chicken, don't you worry. I mean, technically speaking, you don't even need to have the chicken. This is super easy to automate. I have set up the patterns. Let's get to Wyvern cores. So this is my crimson quartz. Again, This is a resource miner, and we're not going to assemble it. The next machine that we are going to make, but we are not going to assemble, is going to be the solid-state fusion control computer. Don't you worry, after this one we're going to assemble a lot of machines, but this recipe is... wow. All of this for a machine that I'm not going to use? Ah, you need rolling machines now. Okay, let's fix it. We need these things in the future anyways. Well, first things first, we are going to need a few diamond singularities. I'm just using a personal EMC link, that's it. Then we do need to have a decent supply of peat. We do have some in our system, but there should be more here. Nice. That is a horrible way of bee automation. I have to fix this. It's just that there are so many things to do. I even have to fix the roof. Energy crystals and lapatron crystals are always a pain to make. So let's see if the recipe works. I enabled ore dictionary substitutions. Okay, it works. Then for some reason, we need the energy flow circuit. You know what it does. What else do we need? Diamond grinding head. I just made a rolling machine, and rolling machines are a bit of a jerk, meaning that for each and every recipe you need to have a separate rolling machine, because the thing is you have to lock the recipe for it. Here is your pattern, you're fully upgraded, and for the moment you will just craft everything. It does automatically distribute everything, so we're good. So now in order to make the solid state fusion control computer, we need some solid state fusion coils, and this is the recipe. That's why we needed peat, and we need helium. Isn't there like an easier way of getting helium? We go with this one. Gives you an extra dust, so why not? Yeah, we need this cloud from the Aether. And it does have EMC. Let's just get a bunch. We teach it to our tablet too, just in case. And that's how we would make a helium cell. That was actually a fun recipe. I like that one. So let me set up some more patterns. I'll be right back. I had to set up so many patterns and we're not even there yet. We needed some beryllium, so I'm using an electrolyzer with emerald dust, and most of the things that you see over here are on auto crafting, except the crystalline lens, the cursed slime, advanced machine casing, and that's it. So the problem is, in order to make the cursed slime, what we are going to need, oh my goodness, sap spit, but we are going to need a menacing sludge. Those come from a coalstone, and thankfully I had enough shimmerstone. I really prefer to do this in the between lands and not over here using a coalstone, because I really love the between lands. It's just that I'm in a hurry to go to space. Oops. It's a good thing I did that here. Look at all those mud. I love mud. Also, we might need to take care of this a bit faster. What is this? Right click to summon your own sludge. Everybody's dead. Do you have spawners? I wanted that berry. I have eaten that. But we take the bush. Let us try to collect all the garbage. Oh my goodness. Worms. They look disgusting. Although I just wanted to mention I kind of like the mud. We take it home. You scared me. Where did you go? This could take a while. He does have a lot of health. Oh, you can't break anything here. Wait, what? You can. I think he's almost dead. Yeah, so did I get it? Yes, menacing sludge. I love the EMC value. We also take the mud home. It looks nice. In any case, now we have a decent supply of cursed slime, so you're off the list. Nichrome we don't need, you we don't need, you we don't need. We want to keep it tidy. Now the advanced machine casing, which is... oh my goodness. Setnanite, what? Yeah, we're not gonna do that recipe, I guess. For some reason this one works. I have set up the patterns. Yeah, it seems everything is fine. So that one is off the list as well. So now we have to do a ton of bewitchment because we need the crystal ball. Because we need it in order to make something called crystalline lens, and that's needed in the solid state fusion coil. It's not actually a ton of bewitchment, but it's a teeny tiny bit at least. In any case, that does mean that we have to move our bewitchment altar to someplace more permanent. Yeah, I guess we move it here. It's near our base. Bewitchment does sound very evil, but it's actually something which is very relevant to the nature. Actually, for example, you might notice that if I place my altar over here, the altar is going to generate 210 magical energy based on the vegetation around it. If I move it to a very garbage area like here, it should be way less. Yeah. 4. If I'm not wrong, it should have a 32 block radius. Yeah, you see here is 241, because it's reading the grass, the flowers, the leaves, everything. There are also a few things which are going to give it a boost. So if I put an Othama on top, now it's more. As a quest reward, we were also given a pentacle. We can put it on top. You see, now it's the same number, but multiplied by 4, meaning that it's going to recharge its power much faster. Well, thankfully in this mod pack you do actually have a tooltip. We can have some candles, and now it's way more, and also a goblet. Again, a bit more. There's also a filled version of the goblet, which is, that's actually cheap. We will fill it in later. don't you worry. The amount of magical energy that the altar produces is incredibly important because that's going to power every single machine from Bewitchment, including the rituals. So for example, if we want the crystal ball, we need a starting power of 500, running power of 50. We're not even close to that, so let's get our garbage. Oops, had too much garbage in the garbage. And let me try to make this place a bit more fancy. Okay, so I added some leaves, I added some plants from Bewitchment, and if we go down here, yeah, I have a forest. A very small forest, but a forest nonetheless. But I have an idea. I really hate this message. Actually, that's also one of the things that we want. It's called Spanish moss. Yep. This is also from Bewitchment. We just needed the one because it will grow like vines. And I think that's what I'm looking for. Nope. I'm looking for nature's core. There's a random obsidian block. Oh, this is a volcano underwater. I swear that every time I was flying above the ocean, I used to see nature cores. I thought it's going to be easier to find them here. Oops, wrong biome. Ah, there you go. We can harvest it, right? Nope. Okay, apparently I was not reading the tooltips. It has to be obsidian level. Yeah, we can harvest it. Oh, actually, somebody left me a message that you can't find everything that you need for a mechanized scoop in a structure in the overworld. I'm sorry, very wise person. I just found it. Didn't remember where it was. There's also a crate. Empty. Okay. You just have to bring back the core, it will reassemble the multi-block structure, and it's going to plant crops. Not crops, vegetation. Everywhere. But personally, I think, yeah, we have enough magical energy in order to make the crystal ball. It's just that we need chalks. We just need phasing, we need focal and the ritual chalk, and some birch soul. Very cool. Our first chalk. The next ones are going to be a bit more difficult. That's a cauldron. Not really sure if we can use an ever full urn, but let's try it. It's a cauldron, it does need water. Do you fill it in? Please. Well, it doesn't seem so, but here is some fire. The cauldron goes on top, and I guess for now we add the water manually. Now you need more white chalks. Well, obviously the cauldron has to be bubbling, and then I think the order that we drop the items is important. So ritual chalk, dimensional sand, and glowstone. Yeah, that's our purple chalk. Now we need the golden one, mandrake. I have planted mandrake, don't you worry. So the altar is going to gain more power in a 32 block radius by plants, but it can only power rituals and machines in a radius of 16 blocks. So this is why our ritual is very close to the altar. So the center one is gold. We surround it with white and purple. I like the chalks. They make funny noises. Also, for some reason, they don't get repaired. So, okay. Let's see if we can do the ritual. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 glass. Do you work? Yep, let's get another one. Oh, we didn't have enough power. Yeah, it's charging up. Well, thankfully for the recipe itself, we just needed to have the one. This doesn't get consumed. We are off the list as well. So I have absolutely no idea what any of these have to do with space, but that's how it works. I have already set up the patterns, so this should be our coil. For now, at least. That's part of the quest. And now we need the solid state fusion controller. What? Oh, diamond singularities, yes. Well, I guess we don't need to make diamonds. And we have a stack of singularities, so we're good. These things are expensive. Really expensive. I'm actually very worried about the end game, because if it takes this long to make a stupid machine, how would you even make an infinity ingot? Looks easy, but I don't want to know. It's been a while. But we do have the fusion controller. I have also been checking why the hell do we need to make these ore miners that we don't really want to. Well, the first one gives us calcite, and honestly the only use that I can find for it at this very moment is, well, this one. Overworldian fluid, but it also gives you a better yield on capacitors. This fusion controller that we made, the only thing that we can make at this very moment which has a use is the giant crystal. That also gives you a better yield on capacitors. And this one, which we are going to make, is gonna give us dense redstone, which makes making chipsets much easier and gives you a better yield on capacitors again. So I just noticed the pattern. That's it. I know what you're thinking. Lush, you have been doing quests, and where do we stand? Because you have been just doing quests and not building anything. Good point. The gist of it is, the next quest is the Endergenic Mythic Void Resource Miner. Aha. This one is actually important because that's going to give us the Divine Star, which we can use in order to make the rocket assembling machine and go to the moon. Finally. Can we go to the moon today? Probably not. Because this one is actually quite horrifying. Why do I have hunger too? Is it radiation? Don't really know. I'm not that much radiated. Well, let us move on. This is our goal. The Endergenic Mythic Void Resource Miner. What do we need? A lot of things actually. So it does have a capstone, which does require a few things that we don't have. One of them is Ayaraku. It's a boss that we have to summon, and we need the Horde Horn. How do you make it? That's cheap. Yeah, there you go. Let's make 2. Also, it was recommended that we bring a bow. Let's take our bow. Oh, in the end. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I keep misplacing stuff. For example, you might notice I don't even know where my dank null is. That Guardian of Gaia fight threw me off. Yeah, the gist of it is I don't really remember how to go to the end. Did I make a brand new book? Probably not. Oh, I made a dislocator. Yes. The end. Also, very soon we are going to need a portal room because this is getting out of hand. I already named it. I guess we put you here. So do we right click? Something's gonna happen. Do you have like different colors? Ah, okay. You shut up. Wait a minute, I just summoned every single one twice. They don't really take damage. Yeah, they dodge the arrows. Okay, this is not going well. We take the shuriken. Also doesn't do anything. This shouldn't be a sword fight. I'm going to be very honest with you. It's the most irritating thing that I have ever experienced in my life. Oh, they're stuck. Nice. At least one of them is dying. Very soon. Yep, we got some garbage. It took ages, but I think we're done. No, some of them are left. I summoned them twice is the problem. But one-on-one, this should be easy. I can hit them with an arrow. Why wasn't it working then? That does 200 damage. So there is a very high chance that I missed one. But I have killed one set, right? Divine Boots. Wish it would have given you the star. So I have just noticed this. And this is a shulker spawner. Let's break it. Oh, so that's one of the things that I wanted. The heart, which does have EMC. Tiny chaos fragment. Honestly, the chest is the most useful thing. Can't believe I missed that. You know, the reason that I say this chest is amazing is that this is 1.12. So if I give you a Wyvern core and 1 tin ore, you're gonna give me 2 tin ingots. That's ore doubling. With Awakened, I think it's ore tripling. With Chaotic, I think it's ore quadrupling. Although by the time you get an Awakened core, I don't really think it matters. Anyways, where do we stand? Well, Skyblocks we have. We got the Iraku statue and the heart. Now we need the ice crystal. If I'm not wrong, we need to go to Icica and there is something that I have to craft. I actually forgot. Snow globe, something. Yeah, use on a portal frame made out of snow blocks. Gaven cares about quest order. It's a good thing that he's not here because, well, we just got hot fusion and Icica is somewhere around here. Yeah, over there. It's just a few hundred quests. Later on, we are going to have a portal room, so we're going to remove all of these portals. So I guess for the moment, it doesn't really matter. We can just go to Icica like so. Yeah. Oh, it's dark-ish. I can fly here, which is a good thing. Workshop lamp. It just looked nice. That's the workshop, I guess? It's not, it's a dungeon. I just don't know how to get in. These are dreadstones. This is a costume thing. Oh, there is a door. We don't have the key. Hello, handsome. That was the workshop. So don't really know how we should find this guy. We probably just have to... Staff of Icica. Okay, I can do that. I was going to say that we probably just have to fly and find that stupid creature. I'm not going to say it was easy to find him, but at least he has a bar. Wake up. Arrows don't work. Shuriken? Nope. I have a very long reach, so that helps. He does cause a lot of lag. But yeah, he's dead. And we got the garbage. On a very positive note, it seems that they're not rare. It's just that everything is white, he's white, I can't find him. I had to do a teeny tiny bit more exploration in the Icica dimension because I was looking for something called snowflakes. We have 17 of them and we needed some in order to duplicate the ice crystal because each one of them is just going to give us 1 stone. But I have also discovered why the hell did we need fusion? Well, apparently I missed something. There is something called plasma wood, which is also a cap for the resource miner. And well, this is the recipe for it. We need 4 of that. And that means we need 48 Rune of Pride. We're missing a few things. Okay, I can fix that. But for the moment, let's use our Skulking Princess. We need her comb. Oh, it does work. Okay. We need her comb in order to make the capstone. How do I remember which one is it? It's that one. Now we know. Let's fix a few things. Now that we know we need fusion, we need 12 more coils. Can't craft it? What? Ooh. We were getting it as a byproduct, so I didn't set a recipe for it. Also, I'm not really sure if I put you here, what kind of emerald dust are you going to give me? The wrong one. I need that emerald dust. And that's not great. I just made a grinder from Tech Reborn. You're the correct one. Cool. We're just going to make a few thousand of them manually, that's it. Auto input and auto output. So, good news, we can craft the coil. Also, I just figured out the Rune of Pride, if we make it, I don't know, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, then it doesn't really need all the garbage. Yeah, exactly. Because it was trying to craft the Rune of Fire or the Rune of Summer or whatever. A few of them at a time should work. For some very weird reason, we also need to have saltpeter seeds. And we don't really need to have that many of them, we just need to have 4. That's it. So I guess for the moment, we just plant you here. grow. Do it next to the lily pad of fertility, it's faster. The only thing remaining over here is going to be the enriched canola seed, and I don't have canola. I have a recipe, not the seed. Oh, that's canola. I can eat the seed. There's plenty of them, don't you worry. We just need a bit. A bit of a problem. The canola seeds are ready. I made 4 of them. This is a different canola seed. You have to make the empowered seed, then surround it with jungle thorns. You get a different seed for some reason. I was waiting for some honeycombs, the saltpeter essence, and well, I decided to start duping the ice crystals because I thought this is going to be easy. This is not ice. It's perpetual ice. But thankfully there is a tooltip. Mandrake, ice, gunpowder. In this order, yes, we know that. I was going to say that this is from Bewitchment, but apparently we have crashed. I didn't do anything, I was just walking. Again, I don't really know why we crashed, but I'm back. Hi, let's make the potion. The potion is ready. That is perpetual ice. You don't need silk touch. You actually don't need anything. So we need to start duping the ice crystal. Unfortunately, I can't really do that in the applied energistic system. Let's try a normal crafting table. Maybe it works here. Yeah, okay. We have the comb, I have duped the crystals, and we have the essence. We also need to have the blackthorn, so there you go. We found it in a dimension, I didn't do anything. We need to dupe some of the statues, and for that we need the scale. We don't have enough statues is the thing. But it's easy to duplicate, don't you worry. Can you put like 4 of them? Then put the scale? Yeah, it does work. It's faster. So I guess that's it. Iraku stone. Again, remember that we are building all of this in order to make a very special resource miner. We have 4 of the caps, now we need the other 4. It's called plasma wood, and for that we need sacred wood. So if I'm not wrong, we need 16 terrasteel. That should be a correct assessment. I just wanted to check if it works. And it does work. That's good. It's every few seconds. But it's working. I got the terrasteel, we got the runes of pride, and here is some living wood. Very slowly, we're going to get the sacred wood. It's actually very slow. This is just the 1. But we need 4. The main bottleneck at this very moment is the fusion coils. It's very slow. I did manage to get the 4 magical wood. The problem is that now we need to make some sort of shuriken called the void shuriken. And this is Dew of the Void. So I'm not really going to automate it at this very moment. We're just going to capture some Endermen. We go with 16 vibrant crystals. That should be more than enough. And I do have a soul binder. Oh, it's here. I was looking for you. We can afford better capacitors. If you guys remember when we started the series, we used to have a vat down here, which was making us nutrient distillation. I'm very happy to inform you that it's still here, using the last of its power. So thankfully I did manage to make 2 buckets of the Dew of the Void, and we just need a fluid transposer. So that should be the shuriken, right? We just need 4. Oh, and by the way, I think the coils are ready. Yeah, perfect. So eventually I'm going to have to expand our base a bit, but for the moment you can stay there. I do have a feeling that you need some power, so there you go. Maybe you don't need power. I'm so confused. I have never made this in my life. But it's one of the good things that we have in these kind of mod packs. We get to play with things that we have never played. Also, do I have to power the coils? No, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. You just hook it up to power. It accepts it from the back, apparently. Okay, we're good. Craft me more. My fellow lords and ladies of darkness, we have done all of this just to assemble this machine over here. And just a bit of a disclaimer, we can't even operate it right now, but at least we can assemble it. What did you forget? Oh, 2 output hatches. Okay, I can order it, don't you worry. Ludicrous. We assemble you one more time. Are you good? Missing structure. What? There is a bit of a problem. It's in the incorrect spot. I'll fix it, don't you worry. I forgot that the controller goes in the center, that's it. This time we should be fine. Yep, exactly. We're good. We have it. So you might notice it's not working because it does require a fluid. And that fluid is called Endergenic fluid, which we're going to focus on it next episode because this is a whole new rabbit hole. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one. Bye bye.